Okay, what we have here is a Samsung TV. This is a 55-inch LED. The model number on this TV is UN55E as in Echo, S as in Sam, 6100F as in Frank. And basically what's happening is when you turn the TV on, actually the TV's on now, the light is usually red when it's in standby. As you can see, it's off, it's on. It has sound, but there's absolutely no picture. Now, in most cases, we already know what that is. You have bad LEDs inside of the actual screen. That is the backlight. So basically, the TV comes on with no backlight. And if I actually press the one of the buttons here, menu, I don't know if you can see it or not on camera. I put my flashlight up to it, you can actually see part of the menu here. It's not that bright, but that's just a pure sign of bad LEDs inside the TV. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I can actually see the menu here. Okay, if you put a flashlight up to it. Okay, so basically we're going to just take this set apart and all the way down to the LEDs. I have to pull the bezel off the front, pull the screen out. Okay, a lot of my customers, when I explain to them they have bad LEDs, they always say, "Oh, it's just a bulb, it's just a lamp, all that for a lamp." Well, I'm not going to go through the whole entire process of taking out every screw, but I'm just going to kind of give you an overall view of how this TV comes apart and what you need to check. And also I have a real nice handy LED checker that's going to help me out a whole lot and find out which LED panel, which row of LEDs has a bad one. Okay? Okay, I've got the TV on its face. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to go through the whole process of removing every screw like some videos they show. People check out every screw. But people with a little technical knowledge already know how to take off screws. So first thing I'm going to do is, of course, take off my mounting brackets. They have this television on the wall, of course. And then I'm going to take off these screws here for the back cover. Okay. And then I'm going to take off the outer bezel screws here, here, and here, all the way across there. And so pretty much remove all the screws, and of course disconnect the T-con board from the LCD driver. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll continue the video. Okay. Okay, now that I have the inner and outer back cover removed, see main board, power supply, and our T-con board right here. Okay, as you can see, next thing I'm gonna do is remove the T-con board from the panel drivers. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this plate off and then disconnect this here, so I actually won't tear the driver boards from the screen when I take the screen apart. So we'll go through all that, but anyway, I'm gonna make this real quick. I'm just gonna take this off. I'm gonna take off this plate down here on the bottom. Okay. Of course, remove the speakers. We don't need those. And then there are also some screws on the side here on the bezel that you can't see because they're black. There's one right here and one right there. There's like 2 or 3 on each side, and then that should just come right off. Okay. Okay. Everything off, and I finally got the bezel off. Okay, this is the bezel portion here. Okay, and basically we had for the bezel on the side of the bezel, there were just some screws. Let's see if I can get that up there. Where you at? Okay, they were like screw holes There's like 2 on each side, and then 3 on the top and 3 on the bottom. Pull those out and just pry it off from these little clips with your screwdriver here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our actual driver boards coming from the T-Con, and we're going to pin them to the actual screen so we don't damage those. Okay. Put a little tape on there. Come on. Now, like I said, I would recommend that if anybody's doing this, that they have some experience in these, because there's a good chance that you will damage the screen. One time I had one, and this was actually laying out the screen, and somebody actually came across and tore these little ICs. There's ICs in these ribbons right here, and they tore it off. I'm just going to tape it to the screen. A little electrical tape, a little masking tape, doesn't matter. And that way you can be better safe than sorry. You can make sure nobody walks past it and rips these off here. Now, it's actually a good idea if you have 2 people to pull the screen out here. But we got some little handy suction cups. If I can find them. Okay. Pull this up a little bit so we get our hand up under it. All the way up under there so it don't bend. There we go. Right up to the tape. That's it. Beautiful. Okay. So what I've got now, I've got the actual screen and all of the light filters off of the TV. Of course, this first screen here is the actual screen in the front of the TV with the driver boards. That's what lights up the actual pixels that are in the screen here. Okay, these are the address boards that go to the T-Con board right here. Okay, and so we always want to make sure that we leave those overlapping or tape it, because what's going to happen is somebody can walk past and rip one of them off, and that's it. Okay, so the TV's destroyed. There's nothing you can do with it. Okay, and these are the filters. As you can see, I always mark. This is the first filter. It's got about 3 here. Actually, there's 4. This one's still on the TV, but I always mark it to make sure that that's the top right corner. Put a little mark there, because otherwise, one day I'll be coming by here. It'll be a couple of days later when I get a chance to finish it, and I'll be like, okay, wait a minute, was this the front? Was this, So it has to be exactly the way that it came out. It has to go in there exactly, okay? And then we have one more filter. Basically, the filters are just what spread the light evenly across the screen there. Okay. And then over here we've got down to the wire. Okay. See, this is the TV still. Circuit board still attached. Okay. Got one last filter to remove, light filter, and basically this is just the concept of just taking off the sides here. Just get you a screwdriver, just pull that off, and so we'll pull all 4 corners off. And just so I remember again, I also marked. I don't know if you can see that. I actually just want to put a mark on the corners here, and I got one on that corner too, just to make sure that we know how it goes back on. Okay, so it'll be a lot easier that way. Trust me, because you may think you're gonna remember everything, but you be putting it back on here, you'll be like, wait a minute, what's that? Okay, wait a minute, just that side. So all these sides are actually different. Okay, so want to make sure you put them on correctly, so that when we put the actual bezel frame back on here, it's gonna click right in there. So that's pretty much about it. So we'll go ahead and take that off. As you can see, these are actually side lit LEDs. Well, actually, the LEDs, instead of being strips of LEDs going across the panel here, they're on the side. And let's see if we can zoom in so you can see them. Shed a little light over there, maybe that'll help. Okay, so you see we have a strip here and a strip on the other side also of the TV. So we'll just go ahead and see if we can check those and test them out. Okay. I've got my little handy. I really love this meter. This is a LED checker and tester. It is fully auto ranging, okay, automatic. There's no buttons to push or anything. Just plug up the power cord. If there's anything bad I would have to say about this meter, the only thing is that it doesn't use batteries, so you have to keep it plugged up. So other than that, this meter is basically just a power supply that's isolated, and if you put your fingers on the tips here, you will feel a little shock. Okay, so as you can see, it's 303 volts, and each one of these LEDs here are probably about 3 volts, 3-volt LEDs. So I can actually check it. Okay, if it doesn't work that way, just turn it around. Okay, light up, light up, light up, light up. Okay, have to hold it steady here. Come on, baby. There we go. And as you can see, these are about the 3-volt LEDs. Okay, and there you go. See how light that is? And I can actually light the entire side here. Okay, I always unplug it just to be safe that it doesn't mess anything up on the power supply in case I get the leads backwards or anything. But it really shouldn't. But I just do it for safety concerns. And I can actually light up the whole row on this side. Okay, what's going down? Come on, baby. Here we go. As you can see. And you can see the voltage is about 100 volts. Okay, so we got about a 3-volt drop across each one, so it's probably about 30 or 40 of them across here. So 102 volts, as you can see on the meter. Okay. Now if I go to this side, the other side here. And actually, it's also that I have this side unplugged also. Okay, this is the actual wire that's going inside the TV into the power supply board. So I just keep it unplugged that to be on the safe side. Safety first, right? And let's see here. This side would not light up at all. Okay, so this is our problem side here. And what we do is actually test each one of these LEDs individually. Okay. All right. This is an edge lit TV, and this is the bad strip on the right side. As you can see, we got a few that are burned actually. Well, like right here, and there's a few other ones that are burnt here. Police part here, these traces are so thin. go all the way over here. And as you can see, we got what happened? Now, the ones that are in there now, they're not lighting up. That's because they're shorted, okay? If they're open, it will prevent the whole entire strip from lighting up because the current can't get through there, okay? And if they're shorted, what's going to happen is you're going to eventually have a problem with the LEDs being overdriven, and then they're going to short out, okay? So anyway, we'll just keep doing this until we find the bad one.